Hello, my loyal viewers, and welcome to another video. Today, I will review Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the fifth entry. You either love it or you completely hate it. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the plot. The movie opens with two guys in a submarine, opening a gate to the lagoon, which is somehow on the coast of Isla Nublar, even though in the last movie it was in the middle. They go through the gates and find the skeleton of the Indominus Rex and cut off a piece and attach it to a buoy. And while it is rising to surface, we see from the lightning strike the even more oversized Mosasaurus. The blue whale-sized Mosasaurus slowly creeps up on the sub and eats it, even though it could have totally snatched it. We cut to a scene of this guy trying to call the guys on the sub. Then we see some rustling in the trees, and in the lightning strike, we see Roberta is completely wasting a perfectly good surprise attack. The guy runs to the helicopter and grabs onto a rope ladder, but not before Roberta grabs onto it. The ladder snaps, and everyone on the helicopter is okay. But then the obese Mosasaurus jumps out of the water and eats the guy on the ladder, and somehow does not bring down the helicopter. Thankfully, they have the DNA sample. We cut to a scene of Ian Malcolm talking to the government about letting Isla Nublar's active volcano take out the last remaining dinosaurs. We cut to a scene of Claire in the elevator like in the first movie. She's working for a dinosaur protection group and trying to save the dinosaurs on Isla Nublar. Also, there is where we see the most annoying character in the movie, Frank. After she talks to his congresswoman, the government made its decision to let the dinosaurs die to the volcano. Claire and the dino group are sad, but then someone calls Claire and tells her that Benjamin Lockwood wants to see her. She goes to his estate and meets this guy named Mills. They need her to help because they need to save the last Velociraptor Blue, even though there's totally more like the ones in Cretaceous and Sornoraptors. She meets Benjamin Lockwood and sees a little girl run away. Benjamin Lockwood wants to save the dinosaurs by putting them on an island called Sanctuary. She agrees to the plan and gets in her car to tell Owen. She finds Owen's building a cabin in the middle of the woods. They go to a bar which looks like Jurassic Park 3's bar. She talks to him about the rescue mission, about saving the dinosaurs, but Owen already heard about it and doesn't want to, so Claire leaves. At night, Owen watches videos of Blues, and that totally convinces him to go with Claire, even though he loved her in the last movie. Owen, Claire, Franklin, and this girl, which I completely forgot her name, get on this jet and fly all the way to Isla Nublar. They exit the plane and meet this guy named Ken Wheatley, aka Roland Tembo Ripoff. They all get on a truck, drive all the way to Main Street, and see Brachiosaurus. They get to their location, look for Blue. Owen, the girl, Ken, and his men find Blue. A guy shoots Blue when she attacks him, and Blue turns on Owen. Ken shot Owen. Okay, that's okay. I accidentally read off the scripts for a minute. Okay, back to the video. Him with tranquilizer dart, which somehow does not kill him, even though it's meant out to knock out a lion, and that should have totally killed him. And orders the girl to take care of Blue, or he will shoot her. We cut back to Claire and Franklin in the volcano. Is erupting, and they are trying to get out of the Dino Tracker station. We cut to Owen again, and we see him get licked by a Sinoceratops, which has an airhead, because the designers don't know what a real Sinoceratops looks like, which scared of some lava, and Owen somehow gets up even though he had a lethal dose, like I explained earlier in the video. We cut right back to Claire and Franklin, where we are able to we're able to open the door. But the most ugly baryonyx I ever seen pops out and looks more like Dino Croc. Dino Croc runs at them but gets hit by lava that somehow does not kill it. Claire and Franklin escape the volcano and the volcano explodes. They see Owen running away from the volcano along with a whole bunch of other dinosaurs. They find a gyrosphere. Claire and Franklin go into the gyrosphere before Owen can go in. And a Carnotaurus roars at them and does not run for its life. Then it attacks the Sinoceratops because this thing has mental problems while a volcano is happening. It attacks and Sinoceratops wins and runs away. The Carnotaurus still decide to attack the group because it clearly has severe mental problems and even more insanity and dominance. Then Roberta kills the Indominus and poses for the poster, even though she's not running. She's just as stupid as a Carno. A giant dust cloud consumes Owen and pushes Claire, Franklin, and the other dinosaurs off the cliff into the ocean, where Claire and Franklin almost die, but Owen saves them and they wash up on the beach. And they wake up and see that males tricked them and they need to get off the island. They run to a truck and drive to the boat. After that, we see the death of the Brachiosaurus, which is totally not making people cry. Also, I have to say that the Brachiosaurus we see is the same one from the original Jurassic Park. So that is another thing to think about when you're thinking and looking up at the ceiling at night. They find Blue and the girl. She says that they need Blue for something. We cut to a scene of little girl Maisie spying on Mills, and this auctioneer go into an elevator where Mills talks about the Indoraptor. We cut back to Owen, Claire, the girl, and Franklin. They need some blood to save Blue, and the blood must be from a carnivore with no more than 2 or 3 fingers. They find Roberta. Claire jabs a needle to her skin when she wakes up and almost eats them. We see them saving Blue while also showing a recording of baby Blue, which Maisie is watching. They make it to the mainland. Maisie finds out Benjamin Lockwood is dead because Mills killed him, and Claire and Owen are caught, and the auction is still happening. Claire and Owen escape with the help of a Stigi Moloch. They meet Maisie and they see the Indoraptor. They stop the auction and save most of the dinosaurs from being sold. Ken sees the Indoraptor and shoots it 2 times even though he needs 3 tranks, if you haven't watched the deleted scenes. And the Indoraptor falls down and Ken wants to rip out one of his teeth. The Indoraptor tricks him in and grabs his arm and kills him. It also kills some people in an elevator along with the auctioneer. They encounter Mills and which is revealed that Maisie is a clone. It's the Clone Wars, people. It's the Clone Wars. Even though I'm not a Star Wars fan, I'm more of an Aliens fan and Predators fans. The Indoraptor attacks his men and they run away. Meanwhile, Wu and his crew are packing up everything and Franklin is helping Wu. Franklin tricks Wu and saves the girl and Blue by stabbing him. I'm not sure if he actually stabbed him, but I'm just going to say he stabbed him. When I watched the movie again earlier this morning, I'm pretty sure he stabbed him with a needle. And Blue kills Wu's men. We cut to Owen, Claire, and Maisie, and they are trying to hide from the Indoraptor, which has escaped. They run away from the Indoraptor upstairs and hide from it. They go into some dinosaur displays because the lights are off. Meanwhile, Franklin and the girl tries to stop some poisonous gas. They press a button and that turns on the lights. And the Indoraptor chases Maisie. Maisie hides under some blankets. The Indoraptor goes onto the roof and finds Maisie, with it acting not like an animal, a realistic animal like them, but acting like Dracula, because the creatures in this movie aren't animals, They're just they're just dinosaurs. No, they're not dinosaurs. They are just monsters. Owen breaks in and shoots the Indoraptor, but it's bulletproof. Then Blue sees the Indoraptor and attacks it, and the Indoraptor dies by falling on a roof and getting impaled by a Triceratops skull, which somehow does not break, even though the Indoraptor completely broke through an entire ankylosaur skeleton. They get back to the girl, and Franklin and Claire almost free the dinosaurs, but instead Maisie does it because they are alive like her. And people totally did not hate her for doing that. We cut to Mills where he's holding a Dinosaur Rex DNA samples, but then all of the dinosaurs from the estate kill his men in stampedes, and Mills get eaten by Roberta, completely ending hybrid dinosaurs forever in the franchise going forward. The group sees Blue one more time before she goes into some bushes. The movie ends with Ian Malcolm telling the audience that the world won't be the same and we have entered a new era. Welcome to Jurassic World. For the good stuff in this movie, I really like Claire's character arc in the movie. In Jurassic World, Claire had a character arc and it was good, but not as good as in this movie. Claire in the movie had guilt of what she did. She was working at Jurassic World, and that why she wants to save the dinosaurs so much in this movie because she wants to redeem herself to herself. For Mills, he wants to save the dinosaurs not for redemption or he cares about them. What? He's doing it for the money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar, dollar.
For his project of a whole Indoraptor army because he needs the money for it. The most interesting thing about this film is that the plan of the Indoraptor was Blue to raise it in the next Indoraptor to sell the Indoraptors to some militaries. Though Blue would realistically kill her baby like what the Raptors did in the novels. The movie isn't perfect. Like the Baryonyx looking ugly, with it looking more like the creature from Dino Croc, and the Carnosaurus not knowing what flight is, and probably is insane. But there is even more like Franklin. I don't like him at all. I will say he is even worse and more annoying than Mrs. and Mrs. Kirby, and that's saying a lot. Why? Because he screams and says something stupid every minute. For Owen, I don't think he did a bad job acting. Come on, this is Chris Pratt. He does okay acting now and then. I just wish that there was something more with his character, like him wanting to marry Claire, or them being together. But even that is nothing compared to the thing I hate the most in this movie. Also, I just want to say this, that I like Ian Malcolm in this film more than the Minion. I said it. Also, I wish there was a scene in while they're underwater where the Mosasaurus completely grabs them and kill and tries to kill them, but Owen saves them. That would be really cool, in my opinion. Is Maisie pressing the button and letting the dinosaurs out of the building? I'm not saying the dinosaurs should have died in the building because that would be insanely depressing. In this movie franchise is marketed to kids and they want them to buy toys. I'm saying that the dinosaurs should have broken free and that would be life finding a way. Conclusion. Overall, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is a entertaining movie. My star rating of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is 3 out of 5 stars. Even then, it's an entertaining movie. The video is over now, so goodbye.